Hello, everybody. Welcome to the new edition of the Birdland
Vcast.
Vcast.
That's a reflection of the older times, like V-Day,
That's true.
VD, stuff like that.
Got lots of new music to share with you, and by the way, it's been pointed out that I'm wearing the same shirt. I did take a shower, although I did not shave, so this shirt has been washed. All right, thank you. Enough of that. You ready? You got some good stuff to talk about?
Advertisement. We're ready.
All right. I've had a couple guilty pleasures this year, music-wise, and the second one in the last month has been, and I'm embarrassed to say this, but a new Tom Jones record. This record is fabulous. Tom Jones, produced by the legendary Ethan Johns, son of Glenn Johns, on the Lost Highway label. This is Tom Jones's Johnny Cash record. If you're familiar with the Americana recordings, it's a gospel / blues record. Tom Jones, in 70 years old, has still got the voice. Great material, some John Lee Hooker tunes, some old gospel tunes. He does a great Bob Dylan song with a really great production. This is the record that Tom Jones has always wanted to make. I'm telling you, go check this out. It's going to be on everybody's top 10 list for the year. I think it's going to be on mine. Tom Jones on Lost Highway, Praise and Blame. Next, Robert Randolph of Robert Randolph and the Family fame brings out their next record, their fourth album. This is produced by T-Bone Burnett, and it's his gospel. He brings his gospel music to the plate, and T-Bone brings his Americana roots sensibilities, and they make a killer smoking record. I think Robert Randolph and the Family kind of took a left-hand turn with their last couple releases, but this is back. Great record. Robert Randolph and the Family. We Walk This Road on Warner Brothers Records. And last but not least, I'm old, so I talk about older music. Carole King and James Taylor live at the Troubadour, the concert that was recorded for the 50th anniversary of the Troubadour, the famous club in Los Angeles. Carole King and James Taylor returned in 2007. Kind of a thank you to the club that kind of set their careers off, and they return with the legendary band that graced their first recordings. That's Danny Cooch,
Leland Sklar,
and Russell Kunkel.
right.
Correct? And they basically did the set list that they did in 1970. These guys have still got it. Great tunes. If you did not get to see the tour this year, which I didn't, pick up this CD. A lot of memories. This is the beginning of the singer-songwriter era. There's also an accompanying DVD with it that is just terrific. You forget the great songs they wrote. Carole King's Tapestry, one of the biggest records of all time. James Taylor, the sensitive singer-songwriter. I watched the DVD yesterday, and I forgot what actually a good guitar player James Taylor is. Enjoyed this very much. That's what I've got. I want to mention a couple things I'll be talking about in the next week or two. Eileen Jewell, her tribute to Loretta Lynn I'll be talking about. I'll be talking about the new Marc Olson recording. Marc Olson, of course, one half of the famous Jayhawks. And I'll be talking about Marcus Johnson, keyboard player. And that's what I got.
I keep hearing birds. Is that... Oh. Speaking of... What was it? Russ Kunkel?
Russ Kunkel?
He's on the new Ringo Starr
I didn't know
DVD.
that.
He does a guest spot at the end when they all sing Give Peace a Chance. Ringo does this a lot too. It's excellent. It was recorded in 2008. Colin Hay.
From Men at Work.
Very good. Gary Wright.
The Dreamweaver.
Hamish Stewart.
Who also played in Paul's band.
Right. And he was from...
Average White Band.
Just checking.
But he's not average.
Edgar Winter.
And he's really white.
He's really one. Excellent. It's a good show. 2.5 hours, so you get your money's worth. Ringo also moves in a couple of the songs he had on his solo albums from the mid-aughts, I guess they call it now. It's really good. This is on what record label? Universal. Let's get
Too
it.
bad they have not come back to town.
I know.
Since they played Portsmouth.
There is a CD out with this, but the CD doesn't have everything on it. Just
Okay.
Here's a surprise. Marc Cohn.
Well, that's not a surprise.
It is to me. Listening Booth, 1970. The guy who produced this, who also plays guitar on it, they wanted to make a record. Actually, Marc wanted to make a record where he just was a singer. So the guitar player and also the producer, they sat around, figured out what kind of versions they were doing, because these are all cover tunes.
Who's the producer?
Who's the producer? John.
Oh, who works with
Leventhal.
Mary Chapin Carpenter and Sean Colvin.
Very good. He's a treasure trove of
Useless information.
useless. But great song. After Midnight, Into the Mystic is great. Long as I Can See the Light. Only Living Boy in New York, which is a great song. And of course, The Letter. A much
And
better.
this is from our friends at what label?
I can't read that because I don't have my reading glasses on. It's from We also.
Okay, great.
And the thing I've been struggling to get through because it's such a great book, written by, I can't say his name, Dominic Priori.
Let me help you hold this heavy.
It is heavy. It's Riot on Sunset Strip. Sunset Strip was only really popular for 2 years as far as the rock business is concerned. This goes way back to the early days of Hollywood, explains the music part of it, how it became what it became.
The cultural significance.
Right, and also how San Francisco kind of took the "we are the hippie" sect. These guys did it first, but they didn't do it as long because the cops out there, well, they had a little problem with them too. Excellent book, part of our library. All of our books are half price. Why? Because we've read them first. All right, get this one. This is really good. Ride on Sunset Strip. That's all I've got for this week.
All right. Couple things of interest, of note, as we like to say, because this
Okay.
is about music. We still have a limited amount of. This is
Beatles.
heavy.
Auto.
It is out of print. I think they may be out of circulation, but we still have some copies left. They are reasonably priced. If you don't own this and you're any kind of Beatle fan, I highly recommend this box. It's one of the best boxes to come out in years.
And these are not the noted bootleg boxes that some places are selling. These are the real ones.
This is the real deal.
We still have some left over,
And we still have some of the, a couple of the Exile in Main Street.
right?
And today is Uncle Mick's birthday. He's 67. And what else? We've got vinyl coming in this week, used vinyl.
A
This
lot
is
of
the
big
week.
box sets coming in the next 3 or 4 months. One I'm looking forward to is John Lennon,
In October.
October. And they're also, aren't they releasing all the Apple
That's
titles again?
in the fall. And then Sir Paul's Band on the Run
Right.
is coming out on a deluxe box in September. So that'll be interesting. And anything else? Concerts. Santana and Stevie Winwood at the beach Tuesday night. Should be a hot, a real hot show. Not as hot as
No,
it's
it's
been.
going to be an average show.
Yeah, it's going to be
Temperature-wise.
Temperature-wise, but it'll be a hot show. Sunday night, North Shore Point House Concerts. Jimmy LaFave, one of my favorites. What else?
I hear he's trying to sign a nice young lady who I really like a lot to come to one of these house concerts, which may make me leave Suffolk. Of course, I'll have to take an hour and a half early.
Partridge Family?
No, well, it was based on the Partridge
Was
Family.
Susan Cowsill, one of the legendary Cowsill family, who is a singer-songwriter in her own right. I think we've reviewed her stuff.
We have. Excellent.
And there's a possibility that she may be coming to town for this house concert series. We hope it works.
Sign her.
All right, check it out. And listen to Paul Chagru.
Hunter Hughes,
Hunter Hughes
online Sunday
online.
mornings.
Listen to Mr. Jay Sennett at night on public radio for the best in jazz.
Saturday morning, Gene Pembleton out of Richmond. We played him in the store this week. old UK rock and roll.
Great show. And
show.
also, weekly shout out to our friends at Norva, who brings great live entertainment.
And Telos.
And the Jewish Mother, the Jumo. This week they're bringing in Joe Crone Trio with featuring Walter Wolfman Washington Thursday night, among other people. Go check it out if you are into live music. And I think that's it.
That's it for another week.
All right, we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.
And we do special orders if you can't find it. We can.
Have a good week. Bye.